Hi guys, welcome to Running Shoes Guru. I'm Brandon and today I'm going to be giving you my guide on the best carbon fiber plated shoes of 2020. Now this year was supposed to be the Olympics, so every major brand came out with a carbon fiber racing shoe. I spent months testing them and put hundreds of kilometers on each one. These are my top choices. I've split them up into 5 categories. The first category is the 10-kilometer race, and for that I've chosen the ASICS Meta Racer. I enjoyed this shoe so much because it's so similar to a traditional racing flat, but it just has that little bit more cushioning. Of all the carbon fiber shoes I tested, the Meta Racer probably has the least amount of cushioning. And that's a good thing because you don't need more cushioning than this for a 10-kilometer race. It's really nimble and agile, and it has a flexible, non-intrusive carbon fiber plate. It has a hydrophobic upper which repels water, and it has plenty of forefoot outsole rubber where you'll be spending a lot of time during a 10-kilometer race. I found it to be really stable and to have lots of ground feel. And overall it's one of the lightest carbon fiber shoes on the market at only 6.6 ounces for a men's standard size. The next category is the half marathon. And for that, I've chosen the Nike Alphafly Next Percent. Out of all the carbon fiber shoes I tested, the Alphafly Next Percent has the highest level of energy return and the most responsiveness. Not only does it have these giant forefoot zoom air units, but the plate inside of it has a slight curve to it. So during transitions, when the forefoot is anchored and the rear foot is loaded, the shoe launches you forward like a lever would. Now I'm sure many of you are wondering why I chose the Alphafly over the Vaporfly for the half marathon distance. And it comes down to 2 reasons. The first being the Alphafly's Atomnit upper, which is a lot more breathable and more comfortable than Vaporweave on the Vaporfly, which scrunches up. The second reason is that the Alphafly is more stable because it has a wider forefoot and a slightly wider midfoot and rear foot, which makes it overall more stable than the Vaporfly. And yes, the Vaporfly weighs a lot less than the Alphafly, but I would choose comfort and stability over a lighter weight any day. The Alphafly comes in at 7.4 ounces for a men's standard size, with 40 millimeters stack height in the heel and a 4 millimeter drop. The next category is the full marathon, and for that I've chosen the Adios Pro by Adidas. The Adios Pro is such a great shoe because it's the perfect combination of comfort, stability, cushioning and propulsion. Comfort comes from the Celomesh upper, which is really breathable, and it feels like a training shoe because it's so accommodating. Lightstrike Pro Foam offers deep cushioning with none of the mushiness, and its high toe spring provides a tipping sensation which propels you forward. It's also a lot more stable than other shoes like the Alphafly, so it's suitable for heel striking close to the end of marathons, which we all tend to do. The Adios Pro does weigh 8 ounces, which is slightly heavy for a racing shoe, but it's a small price to pay. For the best carbon plated shoe for training, I've chosen the Hoka Rocket X. This is such a great shoe for training because its midsole is not overly soft, so it's really stable and there isn't much lean bias. It's also got a really accommodating, comfortable upper with great foot lockdown, and it has plenty of durable outsole rubber. The best thing about the Rocket X though is that it's only $180, which is $70 less than the Vaporfly and $95 less than the Alphafly. The Rocket X weighs 7.4 ounces for a men's standard size. It's got 35mm stack height in the heel and a 30mm stack height in the forefoot. The final category is the best carbon plated shoe for racing on wet surfaces. And for this category, I've chosen the New Balance RC Elite. Quite simply put, this is the best traction I've ever experienced on a running shoe. And it's all due to this Dynaride outsole, which consists of these tiny rubber lugs attached to a TPU surface on the outsole. These rubber lugs bite onto the surface with every foot strike, providing a secure foothold. I never ever felt like I was going to slip while I was wearing this shoe. The fuel cell midsole is also TPU, so it won't harden in colder conditions. The RC Elite weighs 7.3 ounces for a men's standard size and has a 10mm drop. So those are my top choices of carbon fiber shoes for 2020. If you agree with me or you disagree with me, please let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to Running Shoes Guru.